Hello everyone, welcome to I Jump Instead and welcome to this 30-minute lower body strength training routine on a rebounder. I am Trophy Steffi. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be jumping on my 40-inch Beacon bungee unit. This is the Soft Land series and it is linked in the description box below. We're going to get started with a 5-minute warm-up and then we're going to do 10 solid minutes of squat walking. The first 5 minutes we're going to focus more on the thighs, and then the second 5 minutes, we're going to focus on the glutes and hamstrings. And then we're going to lay down for 10 minutes and do our beautiful leg inversion exercises with the arms inverted as well. I have a towel for beneath my back and a pillow for beneath my head. Those are recommended but optional. We're not going to be doing any bouncing in the leg inversion. We're just going to be strengthening into the lower body. And then we're going to stand back up and finish with 5 minutes of health and wellness moves. This is all beginner friendly. I want you to modify moves as needed for maximum comfort, and let's nose breathe as always throughout the entire routine. Are you ready? 30 minutes for the lower body begins now. So let's put our feet into a wide stance. Let's connect with this gentle bounce. Let's stand nice and tall, shoulders open and down, chin level, teeth closed, hands on the bar. So as the shoulders are pulling down, your neck wants to reach up. Wants you having a nice long neck and a long spine. Connect to your tallest self here, reaching up as the shoulders come down. Let's stand up just a little bit taller for 3, 2, and 1. And as those shoulders are down, now let's rotate them back, up, and forward. Down, back, up, and forward. Using your core muscles for stability, you can definitely have your hands on the bar. I want you still standing tall, going into your chest, shoulders and neck, and your back. Now let's go ahead and do backward rotations here. All 4 points of the stretch. Count down, forward, up, and back. Eyes are relaxed, teeth are closed. Sync up the breath to the motion. 3, 2, and 1. One hand on the bar, let's twist the upper back, and let's go ahead and stand nice and tall and twist all the way around, gently massaging into the stretch. And I really want you to stand up tall to lengthen through the spine, and let's twist over into the other side. And let's twist again. One more stretch into each side, lifting, gently twisting, gently bouncing. And rotate to the other side. Three, 2, and 1. Let's do some leg reaching exercises. So I'm going to plant one foot down on the mat and I'm going to reach the other foot over the side. So wherever you need to stand on your mat, so you can hold the bar and you can lengthen through that leg. And let's reach as much as we can, almost like we want to pick something up off the ground. Feel the hip lengthen, the full thigh, the knee, the shin, the ankle. You might open your toes. And let's reach for 3, 2, and 1, switching sides. Standing up nice and tall here. Really extend that whole leg, reaching something on the ground. Open the toes. Feel that nice deep stretch for 3, 2, and 1. And now let's stretch off the back side of the rebounder. I'm still holding the bar, chest is lifted, chin level. Feel that nice length. You might lift the leg a little bit and lengthen it. That'll help you connect to your glute. And feel that stretch, reach. Open your toes, wag your ankle, and reach for 3, 2, and 1, switching sides. Lengthen through the hip, through the glute. Wag that ankle and fully reach for 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead to the other leg and do some flutter kicking in that up bounce. Just a gentle, nice release to the leg, the hip, the knee, the ankle, the foot, the thigh, the calf, the glute. Just let it all go. Relax your shoulders as well. Just feel into that leg. 3, 2, and 1, switching sides. Let it go. See if you can release any tightness. 3, 2, and 1. Let's get right into our 10-minute stepping segment. And we're going to start by focusing in on the fronts of the legs. So I want your feet into a nice, comfortable, wide stance. And I want the knees gently bent, just enough so you feel like you're in a squatted position. And then I want you to step in alternating presses into each foot. And I want you upright as much as possible, almost like you are leaning back, but you're not. Your chin is level and your teeth are closed, and you're feeling the connection into your hips, into your thighs, your quads. And we're gonna focus for 5 minutes more so on this upright position so we can feel the fronts of the legs getting their maximum activation. So depending on where you are to your bar, I want you in that perfect position. So if you have to shift your form, like moving forward or back, just holding the bar, staying nice and lifted in your chest. And relax your shoulders, have them nice and open as you breathe through the nose. Now let's go ahead and bring the toes into a wide stance. Staying upright here, feeling into the front of the inner thighs and into the outer thighs as well. The knees, the ankles, the hips. Relaxing the shoulders and the eyes. Your upper body would never know what your lower body is up to. And you're feeling every step. You're present here in this moment, connecting to maximum strength and comfort. So you have a happy heart rate. See if you can go a little bit deeper into this stretch in your hips, in your knees. Now let's go ahead and bring the toes forward and into a nice inverted or just, what's that, pigeon-toed? Pigeon-toe step. And I want you staying upright in your core and your chest. You feel the length in your tummy. That's good. Eyes relaxed. Every press counts, alternating into that connection, that presence with the thigh activation. Now let's go ahead and point the toes forward and stay in the hip width stance. Every step counts. Let's bring the feet together. You might notice that your feet are fully connected to the mat. You might notice partial lifting. You might notice full lifting off the mat. And all positions are great. You might explore and try it different ways each time you do routines like this. You might just go with the flow, however your legs want to move today. Just do that organically and naturally each day. Let's go ahead now and bring one foot forward and one foot right behind that forward foot and stay right here. And focus more so on the top half of the underfoot. So we are still connecting to the thighs more so, relaxing into the face and shoulders. Every step counts. Pushing in with equal weight distribution. Let's go ahead and rotate so the other foot is forward. Connecting to the top half of our feet. It's still a flat foot contact. Feel the strength happening. Connect to your strength. So where is my strength? And then be present with that and use that strength to push down into the mat. And now let's go back to our wide stance. Keep pressing down, using your leg strength. Get stronger here. Chest is still lifted. Core is lengthened, engaged. Three, two, and one. Straighten your legs, and I want you to bend forward. Put your feet into a position that feels like it's supporting this particular form, where we are leaning forward, but the chin is still level, chest is still lifted, and we're stretching the glutes out behind us. You can use the bar for support however you want to. I don't want you pushing hard into it forward, just leaning on it. And now alternate with your steps. And let's focus on the heels as opposed to the top half of the feet, but the feet are still flat. And we are engaging both glutes equally. We're connecting each step with our glute strength. And we're connecting to symmetry in the glute activation, in the glute shape. We're building the shape, and I want you to see it. Can you see the shape you are building? Be present with that visualization, and that makes every step feel more potent. Shoulders down. Now let's go ahead and rotate the toes out, which might mean your heels kind of come in. So now we're in this position here where we are stretching through the glutes, shoulders down. We feel the lengthening happening, the strengthening happening, the shape building. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and bring our feet to a hip width stance. Staying right here in this little glute reach. Strengthening into our lower back. If at any point your body says to switch up your position, please do that. And then stay in your pressing and stay happy. Know that you're progressing. You're getting stronger. And I'm so proud of you for being here. This is so powerful. I can't even wrap my head around it. It's just feeling so good, feeling so strengthening, so transformative, and so exclusive. We get to do this in the comfort of our own home, putting this resistance mat to work. How genius it is to have this resistance mat beneath our entire body and having fun and playing and enjoying this movement every day if possible, with rest days as needed. Let's go ahead and put our feet together. And let's notice that the booty goes side to side, the hips rock a little bit. The core muscles, they're engaging. The glutes, they're engaging. The sides of the glutes, those are engaging. Let's go ahead and put one foot in front of the other. And let's stay here in this glute stretch. Notice that we are getting better with our nose breathing. Keep those teeth closed. And let's rotate into the other position where the other foot is forward. Finishing this out strong. Equal weight distribution. Shoulders down. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring our feet into the wide stance and health bounce here. Maybe a little bit of gentle tapping on the glutes just to help stimulate the muscles, help them to recover. Maybe a little jiggy or a shake. And we're gonna lay down on our rebounders for the 10-minute leg and arm inversion segment. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So I'm gonna put my towel beneath my back right there in the center where my back goes. And then I'm gonna have my pillow comfortably underneath my head. And my legs are gonna be close to the bar so I can lean my legs up against them at the end of class. So legs and arms up, and let's shake, shake, shake. This is the jitterbug. The knees can come in and out with the shake, or they can flutter. All of the above. Let's just shake, get those joints all nice and open and inverted. Get the skin to shake. The muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, the cells, everything just waking up. 3, 2, and 1. Let's straighten up the legs and let's lift the head in intervals throughout the entire routine. So bring your head down when you need to and lift it up again. So I'm going to start with my head lifted. I'm pointing through the toes and bring my palms down, so I'm stretching through the wrists. So this is the point with the palms forward. And now bring your feet back for the flex and bring your palms back. So you're stretching through the forearms. So this flexed foot position stretches through the calves. Now let's point the toes, stretching through the ankles and the shins, and then bringing the hands forward. And now flex the feet and bring the palms back. So I'll just say point now. So rotate the wrists with the point and flex, bring the palms back as well. Point and flex, point and flex. I want your arms reaching, I want your shoulders pulling up and forward, engaging the core, point and flex. Now scissor kicks, so the neck is being lifted, the head and neck lifted in intervals as we desire. And let's just bring our legs and arms into motion here. And I do want us to reach the legs and the arms. And this is a skill that we are building. We want to be present in it. Straightening up the knees. You might notice that this automatically flexes or tenses up the thighs. Engaging the core. Now let's go ahead and do crisscross with the arms and the legs. And I want you in those ballerina legs. So you might notice a little bit of a flare in the knees because we are flexing into the thighs and we're reaching through the legs. The knees are either straight or mostly straight. And then remember with the arms, we are reaching up and you want to pull those shoulders up, straight up. And this helps engage the core. And then the head is lifting in intervals. Our teeth are closed and we are very present in this beautiful form as the legs and arms are inverted. 3, 2, 1. Let's bend the knees and the elbows and squeeze. And you can have your head up and down as desired. And reach all 4 limbs equally. Reach up and then squeeze. And reach. And squeeze. And reach. And squeeze. And reach. Squeeze. And essentially you're squeezing in the reach as well. And squeeze. And reach. Squeeze. Reach. Squeeze. Reach. Squeeze. One more reach for 3, 2, and 1. Legs stay in the reach. Bring the legs to a splits and just gently rest in this stretch here into the thighs and the hips. You could put your hands into your knees and you could sway side to side. This will definitely go into your hips and thighs. Or you could bring your legs into a little bit of motion by pushing into the knees both at once, noticing that the mat beneath your back does help with this motion, bringing this stretch to motion. You could point your toes and lengthen through the legs a little bit more, connecting to that nice long length all the way up into the hips, to the tippy toes. Three, 2, 1, legs come up, and now we can hug the legs and reach them into a nice hamstring stretch. And what you could do is today, hold your feet and straighten your legs. You can have your head resting, or you can have your head still lifting in intervals, but I want you to straighten your legs and pull them closer to you, and then flex your feet so your toes are really pulling towards you. And this is going to help you really open up the calves, which is what we want. We want those calves to finally release and let go and get more and more and more flexible every week, every month. And it takes work. We got to go in there and we got to find the stretch, find the tightness, release it, open it up. This is going to help us with the backs of the knees and the hamstrings and the glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and lift the arms and legs. Point. You can lift your head too. And let's do ankle and wrist rotations slowly. And let's rotate in the other direction. You might notice the elbows get a little bit more into it as well. They're all inverted. Everything is inverted. Beautiful. And now let's open up the hands and the feet, the toes, as wide as we can. We have 15 seconds, and I really want you to strengthen your ability to spread your fingers and toes. Open wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring one leg towards you and just tap the bottom of the foot. And now the ankle and the shin and calf. And the knee. The full thigh. And the glute. And now the other leg, starting with the bottom of the foot, the top of the foot, the ankle, shin and calf, and the knee, the full thigh, the glute, the hip, and now the arm, one at a time. Make sure to get the inside of the elbow all the way into the shoulder as it's inverted. How about that? Other arm. And now clap your hands together. Give yourself an applause. And now let's shake it out. 30 more seconds. Teeth are closed. Great job. The more you shake, the better. The stronger you're getting, the more resilient you're becoming, the more you recover. 3, 2, and 1. Now the legs can rest. And, oh, you know what we're gonna do is transition. So you can rest your legs for a minute. We're actually gonna bring the legs down and transition to the standing position to finish off class. But I do want you to pause in each position. First we lay with the legs down, and then we sit up. And then when you're ready, patiently waiting, and then we can stand up. And when you're ready to step back onto your rebounder, do so. Thank you, pillow and towel. I always want you next to me whenever I do any stretching exercises, maybe before bed. So now let's go ahead and do the alphabet. So just mouth every letter of the alphabet and I'll start for you. A, B, C. Excellent job. Now let's go ahead and do the ear pulling. Let's open up those ears, gently bouncing. I found myself doing some ear pulling this morning. Just waking up and saying, I want to pull my ears. And let go, release, expand, invite, eliminate. Whatever we desire to feel right now with this beautiful ear stretch. Now let's go ahead and put one hand on the bar and put one finger out so we can see the pad of our pointer finger. And now look at something farther away and then our finger. And then you'll notice a very subtle focus switch. And I want you to stay present in that as you rotate from the far to the near side. As we bounce and nose breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Palm against your nose. Let's get the upper nose, all the bones in our nose. Let's open them up. Let's get them stronger and more flexible and rotate in both directions. Now let's go ahead and do our mouth. So open your mouth as wide as you can and let's count to 6, okay? Excellent. And now let's take our tongue and let's drag circles in both directions, 2 circles in each direction, just through the gums. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and perfect our posture. Shoulders open and down, chest up, chin level, hands on the bar, gently bouncing, eyes relaxed, and let's draw in the pelvic floor and let's be present and connect to our pelvic floor for the next 20 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a moment to thank our pelvic floor. Thank you for getting stronger, for being as strong as you are today, and for getting stronger and stronger each day. Now let's do our humming. Join me for some humming. I'm going to be in full relaxation as I gently bounce. Inhale through the nose, and then we hum. Here we go. Now I'm going to ask you to be your rebounder and to pay yourself a compliment right now. If your rebounder could talk and give you a compliment, the one that you need most, feel that compliment. What would that be? Declare it to yourself in your mind. Excellent job. That almost brought tears to my eyes, and I want you to share that compliment with me in the description box below. We all need to pay ourselves more compliments and to improve our inner dialogue, our self-dialogue. So give us a like for giving ourselves more self-love, more hugs, more support, and give me that compliment in the comment section. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, and thank you so much for joining me today. I'm very proud of you for being consistent, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.